I don't know how it works for you, Ashley, but I mean, I write these things. I wrote the first draft of this like 5 years ago, and then it's sat somewhere while I'm making Faith, and then I've returned to it and written a couple more drafts, and now I've sent it out to collaborators and the producers. They both really like it, and Sherry's my other producer, and so we want to go off and make it. And so now I'm going to do yet another draft, and then we'll start sending it around and see if we can't get some interest and find some money and all that sort of stuff. But, it's one of these things. I mean, I think, Eric told me you seem to always be making something for I'm sort of resigned to the fact that these things are, after going through with Faith, okay, if it happens next year, fantastic, but I'm not betting on it. It might be, this is going to be a few-year process of trying to get it made, and it's completely different than Faith. It's a crime film, crime/gangster film that kind of messes. I want to undercut the genre a little bit with a love story.
And it's interesting because I think listening to you, I think my approach is definitely different than your own approach. Like you mentioned that you carefully selected 25 or 50 producers. Like I just downloaded all of IMDb Pro and blast to everybody. That's more of my things. And I'm just getting these scripts out. And I can tell too, you're a lot more emotionally invested in these scripts. I churn out scripts very quickly. And frankly, if they sit on my shelf or they get destroyed, I don't really get that invested on any one script. It doesn't seem like, and I'm not saying it's bad or good.
Right.
Oftentimes I look at people like yourself and I envy that sort of passion and commitment to the one project. And, sometimes I have filmmakers on that are exactly like this. And so I really believe that it's more about figuring out your own sort of personality and how you go than it is any one sort of prescription.
Absolutely.
For like, oh, you should do this or you should do that. It's really a personal thing of how you're going to interact in these particular contexts or whatever.
Absolutely. Because ultimately it's going to be you. The energy has to come from you. The want has to come from you. And I sometimes I think I treat these things way too preciously, and that's to my own detriment. Like just, be able to put it out and let it go, I think would be probably a lot healthier. Because one of the things that does happen is you do live and die with every email. You send that email out and fingers crossed they're going to say, oh, they said no. Oh, God, I got to drink myself into oblivion tonight to be able to get, you know what I mean? Whereas if it wasn't so precious, then whatever. It's fine. I'll do another one.
Yeah. And the flip side of that is that I do think I get stuff out there sometimes a little bit before I should. That's right. The downside to what I do is sometimes I feel like I'm moving a little too quickly and I don't always necessarily polish things up maybe as much as I should. So it's, again, there's advantages to both, I think. Thanks for checking out this clip from the Selling Your Screenplay podcast. If you'd like to hear the full interview, just go to sellingyourscreenplay.com/podcasts, or to go directly to the episode, just use the link in the show notes. Thanks for watching.